Hey guys, welcome back to 999. So we are back in the first class cabin, and Clover is unfortunately dead, it appears. Holy shit. And we discovered the reason why Seven left the door propped open to get into this room again is because we have this safe that was never opened, and we never figured out how to open it. So fuck, here we are.
I couldn't stop thinking about it. I figured eventually we might figure out what the numbers are for the safe.
I don't blame you.
And if we did, I didn't want to screw around with door 5 again.
I had forgotten about it completely, but I can see how Seven would fixate on it.
And he does fixate on things, and he also has had this attitude where he always wants to be able to revisit places.
Yes.
Consistent throughout the entire game. So.
I think that's really smart, though. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it can also come off as suspicious.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I put the plate in the exit door so we could get back in that way. You get it now?
Yeah.
Junpei nodded and looked at the safe. He grabbed the handle and shook it.
I mean, sure.
Figured it wouldn't open.
It was as locked as it had been when Seven found it.
Huh?
There's one change, however.
Oh.
This is...
Just underneath the safe was a pile of fine reddish-brown powder.
What the fuck?
Rust.
Junpei stared at it, considering.
If there's rust here, that means... Has someone opened the safe?
What? Wait, what?
Junpei left the closet. Seven followed him back to the bedroom.
As in it had been opened and then closed again?
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
Which means somebody came here.
Somebody came here and opened it.
Inside.
Yeah. And that means they found a code somewhere.
Yeah.
Shit.
Huh?
It was cold and quiet. No one spoke. They sat frozen in place by shock and grief and fatigue. The room felt tiny and oppressive, and the thick metallic smell of blood filled the room.
I'm ready for those chimes just to go.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Junpei turned and headed for the living room. Anything to get out of there.
I guess look...
Maybe there's another clue.
Yeah, maybe look around and see if there's other evidence.
Just because we didn't solve it the first time.
Right, exactly.
Anything that might lead us to discover who stabbed Clover.
As quickly as they could, they searched around and under the beds and in the corners. His eyes caught on a door.
Oh, which door?
The door that led to the passageway of door number 5, where the ninth man is.
Behind this door. The ninth man's body is behind there.
And we propped it.
Maybe I should have another look at it.
We can go back and...
Just in case.
Yeah. Quietly, he pushed open the door. The real question is the bracelet going to be there?
Oh, no.
Or is it not?
Fuck.
Because that changes things.
That does.
If the bracelet is in play, then suddenly...
Yeah.
The smell hit him with like a blow to the face.
Oh, the hell. This smell is...
His lungs contracted, unwilling to inhale such fetid air. Acid boiled up from the base of his stomach, churning with what little food was there in a violent froth. Nope, don't do it, Junpei!
Yep.
It was too much for him, and he vomited. A thin stream of yellow water and bile splattering onto the floor. Ugh.
Ugh.
He wiped his mouth weakly and stared at the dead body. Chunks of torn flesh lay in an arc around the body. What remained of its intestines had slid out onto the floor.
Ugh. Sorry, you gotta read this, Gina.
The pool of blood that framed it was half dry, but so thick that it had taken on a texture not unlike that of an egg yolk prepared sunny side up.
Oh, no. Ew.
Glasses!
Yeah.
On the floor next to the broken mass of the man's head lay his glasses, cracks splintering across the lenses. The bloodstains near him had already dried, like scabs on the floor.
Wait.
Yeah.
That was when he noticed.
It's gone.
Yep.
His bracelet. It's gone. It was right next to the glasses.
Fuck.
But now, it was gone.
There's also light on in here.
Well, he's got the door open.
He's got the door open?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Yeah.
The number 9 bracelet was gone.
But why?
Had someone taken it? He was turning it over and over in his mind when he heard Seven's voice.
Huh? Where'd Junpei go?
It had drifted out of him It had drifted out to him from the living room. Junpei walked slowly out of the hallway.
All right, guys. Can we have a chat?
Oh, there you are.
Well, here's the thing.
Were you looking for something in the hallway?
Junpei now has 2 pieces of information that he has not yet shared.
Right.
That the body...
The body of Snake is not Snake.
Yeah.
Possibly.
And that the bracelet's gone.
And that the ninth man's bracelet is gone.
Yeah. So, what you gonna do with
then
this
we
info,
know,
Junpei?
And then we know that the ninth man had a knife, too.
Yeah.
Shit.
Seven looked up as Junpei entered the room.
Yeah.
Did you find something?
Yeah.
He thought for a moment before he responded.
No, nothing.
Junpei.
Junpei.
Hey, what you doing, Junpei?
Why are you holding on to this?
Technically, it wasn't a lie.
That's true.
He hadn't found anything. In a way, in fact, that was the problem. Something had been he'd expected to find hadn't been there. The ninth man's bracelet.
What's up?
Well, I wanted you to take a look at something.
What is it?
That's
Seven led
suspicious.
Junpei back to the bathroom.
Clover.
As Clover's corpse came into view, he felt his heart flip and then fall to the bottom of his stomach. Something between a sigh and a groan escaped his lips.
What was it you wanted to show me?
His voice was hollow and empty.
I searched Clover's body again. A real shame. She was stabbed once in the back, probably by a knife or something. And I found this.
As he spoke, he moved around Clover's head, then knelt down and flipped open her right hand.
Oh.
What?
She was holding a piece of paper.
I haven't actually looked at it yet. Didn't want to disturb the crime scene, you know? Basic stuff. Well, I did borrow one thing.
What?
He wasn't sure what that meant, but it likely didn't matter.
That probably matters, though.
The paper
Okay.
was more important.
I'm opening it.
Okay.
It's fascinating that everyone kind of defers to Junpei.
Yeah, it's funny how he's become sort of like the weird de facto leader.
What's interesting is it feels natural. I feel like a lot of times in games like this, I'm like, I don't understand why you're letting this protagonist lead.
Yeah.
But like Junpei's so clearly the voice of reason most of the time that
He
like
is. He's not fully like impartial, but he's still the voice of reason somehow.
And he also appears to be not fully honest either, but like he definitely does seem to be like the driving
force.
Yeah.
Yeah, because none of the other personalities really are able to do that.
Nah. Maybe Seven, but even
That's
Seven
true.
defers.
Yeah, it's true.
He picked it up and carefully opened it.
If you need a break from reading too, I'm also happy to switch over, but just let me know. I figured we'd go until like this scene was over.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
There were 2 sentences written on it.
Oh.
Truth had gone, and truth had gone. Ah, now truth is asleep in the darkness of the sinister hand.
What the
What is this? Some kind of secret code?
That would be my first guess.
Yeah.
Seven peered over Junpei's shoulder at the note. Junpei stepped away from Clover's body and into the living room.
Okay.
He began to pace, attempting to decode the note.
A code.
Yeah.
The first clue was likely the phrase, sinister hand. Sinister hand means...
Oh. Typically, I think it's the left hand is interpreted in most situations as
Usually.
like the evil hand.
And that's also Snake's prosthetic arm.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
But the note was found in her right hand.
That's true.
But I'm inclined to go with left hand.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see what that does. Oh, oh, good idea. Good idea.
Just making sure.
Just,
Just making sure.
Just real quick. That's fine. Yeah.
Sinister was a term used in heraldry that meant to the left of the bearer of a coat of arms.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Literal meaning
Literal.
of sinister. Yeah.
Yeah.
Left hand. The left hand. What does the left hand mean?
Junpei looked at his own left arm. At the bracelet on his wrist.
Does the darkness of the sinister hand have something to do with the bracelet?
He examined the bracelet
There's 2
closely.
things sticking out on either side of the face. The left and right sides of the face. Left and right. Left and right. Right and left. Truth is gone. Truth gone.
Truth.
Truth gone.
Maybe those two words.
How about reading out loud? How about switching the sentence around? What else could gone and truth mean? How about reading them backwards? Reading what backwards? Like the sentences? Like gone had truth?
Enog.
Or yeah, enog. How else could truth and what else could truth and gone mean? How about switching the sentence around? How about reading it out loud?
Well, he was reading out loud.
He did read out loud. I don't
Truth
want
had
to do
gone,
that.
truth had gone, truth had gone.
Truth had gone, truth had gone, truth had gone.
Truth had gone, truth gone, truth had gone.
Truth had gone, truth had how about truth gone had truth? Had truth gone? Truth, had, gone.
I'm not even, I mean, my thought would be left and right because of the number of letters, but that's not an option, so. Unless that's what this means.
What else could truth and gone? That's what I was gonna say. What else could truth and gone mean?
Want me to say that? Let's do it.
Yeah, let's see what that does.
What else could gone and truth mean? Truth, of course, means something that is correct. Something that's fact. In other words,
Right.
Something that's
that
right.
is right.
Yeah.
You could then safely assume that gone means left. After all, after someone left, they were gone. But in this case, they clearly refer to their directional homonyms. Then truth equals right, and gone equals left.
There we go. Junpei looked at the bracelet again.
The left and right of the bracelet.
Yes.
These two things sticking out. So if I...
Press them in the following order.
Oh,
Truth
shit.
had gone, truth had gone, truth had gone. So right, left, right, left, right, left, right?
Right, left. I'm going to fuck this all up right now, though. It's saying truth had gone. So, but does that? I mean, yeah, I guess so. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Maybe I'm starting to read too far into it now.
Let's just
but that
try it,
seems,
yeah.
That seems like the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do that. Right, left, right, left, right, left. What does it do?
And then
What?
1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4. I missed the rest of them.
Shit.
One after another,
yeah.
8 numbers flashed on, then off. All okay. We gotta write it down.
I got the pen here. Yeah.
Get the thing.
All right. Let's go. We
Wait,
got 8 numbers.
Did it just...
He checked one more time to be sure.
His number totally changed, didn't it?
Oh, I mean, it went through a series.
It did. Yes.
1,
1,
4,
4,
3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1.
Okay, I got it.
1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1.
Huh? Hey, what are those numbers?
The
Junpei
safe.
didn't
The
answer.
safe. The safe.
He couldn't answer. He had no idea what they were either. Besides, he was sure he would forget the numbers and the order they came in if he said anything.
1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1.
Muttering the numbers to himself over and over, Junpei headed towards the bedroom.
They're the same either direction.
1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1.
No, they're not.
Oh no, they're not. Sorry, there's a 2
No,
there.
they're not.
No, you're right. I thought we got to 8 and then we
Nope.
switched back. Yeah, you're right. Never mind.
1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1.
Do it.
1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1.
Before long, he found himself in front of the safe again. Its lock was the only device he could think of that required a sequence of numbers such as the ones he'd just discovered.
Yeah.
Besides, someone had opened the safe at least once already. Had Clover come into the bedroom to open it?
Maybe. Oh, don't open it with your back turned.
Junpei slowly dialed in the numbers the bracelet had given him.
1 to the right, 4 to the left. And...
You're gonna go back and forth, right, left,
Yeah.
right, left. Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. How did she get it then?
Finished.
Unless it was placed in her hand, which is... What the fuck? Okay.
Bingo. I knew it was for this.
A small telltale sound of the lock opening. He grabbed the handle, took a deep breath, and pulled it up.
Oh, is this some sort of note?
Inside was a piece of paper. It was roughly the same size as the one Clover had been holding.
Let's see.
Junpei picked it up. This is what it said.
Shit.
Fact 1. The nonary game was played once before, 9 years ago.
Oh, shit.
Fact 2. The person with the number 2 bracelet attended the game 9 years ago.
Snake. Okay.
Fact number 3.
Wait, should I be writing these down?
Hopefully we'll get the sheet as in our
Yeah,
file.
that's fair.
Fact number 3. It was planned by the following 4 people. Cradle Pharmaceuticals CEO, Gintaro Hongo. Cradle Pharmaceuticals Chief of Staff, Nagisaki?
Yeah, Nagisaki.
Yeah. Cradle Pharmaceuticals R&D Supervisor, Teraki Kubota?
Yeah.
And majority shareholder in Cradle Pharmaceuticals, Kagechika Musashido.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's
Sorry.
somebody outside.
That was creepy.
Spooky.
Didn't like that. The guy that probably dropped off our food over maybe didn't close the gate and it might
Yeah,
have,
and it's slamming.
slammed
Oh
around.
man.
Oh, it's so
Always so
creepy.
spooky.
Oh, that is creepy. Also, hold on a second. Let's pump the brakes and back up.
Yep.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals, which Ace is. Do we know what Ace's role is? Is he the CEO? Is he the
I think he's
head?
the CEO.
I think he is the CEO.
In which case, we just heard his name.
Which means that he's like in on all of this. If he
planned
organized this,
the original nonary game.
Fucking hell. Okay.
But does that mean he plans what we're in right now?
Oh, true.
Does that make him 0, or does that make him, I don't know?
Or Zero could be one of those other
Because
people. What?
I must punish them.
Fuck.
For the innocent lives they sacrificed. This is the only warning they will receive. That innocent souls might be saved. I now state the truth. 0.
Shit.
You know what I will say?
Yes.
That rules out Ace as 0.
That is true. Yep, 100%.
Draw a line through his name.
He's gone. Fuck, but Ace is aware and in on what the nonary game is if he was involved in the first one. Now I'm thinking Zero is one of those 4 people.
One of the other Cradle Pharmaceuticals?
One of the other Cradle Pharmaceuticals people. Because we kept saying that this clearly requires a lot of money.
It does, but think of the framing in this. 0 wrote 4 names and then followed it up with, I must punish them.
Oh, I see. Oh.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not ruling you out. I'm just putting in the framing. Because you would need a ton of money and a big organization to do something like this.
Let's back up again here.
Yes.
So we had the CEO, we had
Chief of Staff,
we had R&D, and we had, who's the 4th person? I can't remember. I'm trying to see if they could align with anyone else in our group. Like, could R&D go to Lotus?
Potentially.
Could Chief of Staff go to 7? Like, ooh, okay.
All we know is Ace is not 0 because he was the responsible for the original nonary game.
Right.
And also, Snake was one of the participants in the original nonary game. So that's something.
What do you even do with that? Okay, let's continue. Oh my god.
At least you weren't stabbed in the back.
Yeah,
to your point, it was spooky.
Yeah.
I didn't love it.
Did not like that at all.
Man.
So that's all that was on the note.
Yes.
Okay.
Junpei left the closet.
Junpei has a lot of information right now.
Yeah, and he's not sharing it.
No, he is not. Oh my god.
There were 5 people waiting for him in the bedroom. Ace, Lotus, Santa, 7, and June. He looked at each one of them in turn, then slowly placed his hand in the pockets of his vest.
Sorry, but do you think you could all come with me?
Come with you?
I want all of you to go to the big hospital room.
Why?
There's something I want to be sure of.
What do you want to be sure of?
I want to know if the person I suspect is really the culprit.
Wait, then you're saying...
Yeah. I think I've got it figured out.
Oh, shit.
I know who killed Snake and Clover.
The atmosphere in the room changed. Grief was suddenly gone, replaced by a tension like a strap of leather stretched to its limit. 5 sets of eyes stared at Junpei. He pretended not to notice.
Anyway, if you could all please move to the big hospital room. I'll explain everything as soon as we get there.
Then, almost as if on cue, the bell began to ring.
Yeah, I was waiting for it.
They all heard it. It was the bell from the clock in the main staircase.
Oh, fuck. We have 1 hour left.
The bell rang 5 times, then ceased.
It's 5 o'clock.
We've only got an hour left. Yep.
Oh my god!
We don't have a lot of time left.
Oh my God.
Let's go.
Slowly, one by one, they followed Junpei out of the bedroom.
Shit.
Problem is, they're playing a lot of blame games right now, and I get it,
Yeah.
but also, like...
But also...
what happens if they only have 10 minutes after they get through the 9 door? Like, what happens?
Right,
What's
because
gonna...
there could still be shit on the other side
Yeah.
of the 9 door. Also, there are 2 9 doors
Yeah,
that we need to address.
so there's
Like,
a lot going on right
there
now.
is so much
An
going
hour
on.
is not much time.
Yeah, we have not a lot of time and too much information.
Yep,
Is sort of where
way
we're at.
too much information.
Like, more than we can process.
Actually, before we get started, I was hoping you could do something for me.
Junpei stopped in front of the door 3 and turned around.
Ace, 7, and Lotus, could you please place your palms on the red?
Oh?
Huh?
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Lotus
Why?
here with the good questions, namely why, repeatedly.
Yes.
If we need to get to the shower room, why don't we just...
No, we're not going inside. Once you've authenticated, step away from the door.
Why?
Please, just do it.
Okay.
Or perhaps you don't want to know who killed Snake and Clover.
Junpei's implication was clear, and 7 understood perfectly.
Fine.
What about you, Ace, Lotus?
Very well.
Sure.
Okay.
Quickly, they pressed their palms onto the red. Once they had finished, they stepped away from the door, and as Junpei had instructed, sorry, I need to remember to actually advance the damn text.
Yeah, no worries.
3 asterisks shown from the red's display panel.
I have this idea. I don't think this device responds to a hand placed on it. It instead reacts to a bracelet being brought close. You don't actually need a hand.
Yeah. So he's suspecting that someone has the bracelet around with him, that has been using it to open the doors. And it's the 9, right? It's the 9 one.
Yeah.
So, oh shit! Wait a minute. Which door was Snake killed in?
3.
He was killed in 3. So we need the digital root of, we need 9 and what makes 3?
You need Ace.
You need Ace.
You need Ace.
I was gonna say it's
You
9
need
versus
Ace.
10 and 3. Yeah,
I'm
okay.
sorry, I was gonna let you get there, but
Thank
like...
you. I was like,
Yeah,
it's
no.
Ace. I'm
It's
like going
Ace.
in my head.
Yeah.
I'm like, Ace?
Yeah.
Ace? It's
yeah,
Ace?
Yeah, 9,
okay.
10, 11, 12.
11, 12.
That's 3.
it.
Yeah.
Yep, because you need...
Which
Yep.
means Ace alone could have killed Snake.
And... oh, shit! Yep.
Yep. Junpei approached it and held his bracelet over the scanner. He made quite sure he didn't place his palm on it and instead only brought his bracelet near it. The 4th asterisk appeared,
I knew it.
Yep.
just as Junpei had expected. It was possible to authenticate without placing one's palm on the red, so long as the bracelet was brought near it. Junpei pulled the lever down.
Yep.
Door 3 opened, like a hungry mouth. 9 long seconds passed. and the door shut, unfed.
I like the way it worded that. That was good. That's good writing.
Junpei walked slowly back to the others, who were waiting some distance from the door, talking to one another. Yeah, because Junpei's being sketchy, but,
Yeah.
like, he's got a point, guys. Hold on.
Did Ace go last through the door? With the, I guess he didn't have to because it was propped open, so he could have gone back and got the number 9 bracelet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the problem, is the second that door was unlocked and we had a bunch of unaccounted for time, anybody could have
He could have gone back and, yeah, exactly.
Specifically Ace.
Yeah.
Santa and June had joined them as well.
Huh?
It looked as though they hadn't found a chance to break into the conversation yet.
Huh.
As Junpei approached, they turned to look at him, curiosity plain on their face. Before long, the other 3 did as well.
What was that about?
How should I know?
Hey. He knows that he knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sure does, doesn't
Yep.
he? Clearly, they were all expecting some answers.
Thanks. I appreciate your cooperation.
Clearly, they'd hoped for something more forthcoming. He continued.
By the way, Ace, would you mind if I asked you something?
What is it?
Do you know who I am?
What? What kind of question?
Just answer it, please. Who am I?
You're Junpei, of course. Who else would you be?
Unfortunately, that's the wrong answer. Actually, I'm Santa.
Oh, what?
What?
Ace's voice was full of surprise, but it was also tinged with confusion and fear. Everyone else looked nearly as surprised.
Hey, what?
Shut up, Santa. Shh. Santa looked especially shocked to discover he was actually someone else. If you spoke, however, the trap would be exposed. Junpei quickly continued.
The clothes I'm wearing, I borrowed from Junpei. And the clothes he's wearing are mine. We had a little swap.
Oh,
That's
he's setting him up.
ridiculous. Impossible.
So, you're saying I'm not Santa?
Of course you aren't.
Why? What makes you so sure I'm not Santa?
If you were Santa, then door 3 wouldn't have opened for us just now.
Oh, bad answer, Ace.
Oh.
1 plus 7 plus 8 plus 3 equals 19. 1 plus 9 would be 10. The digital route would be 1. But the 4 of us just opened door 3. You can't possibly be Santa. Your bracelet number isn't 3.
It's 5, right?
Only then, when it was too late, did Ace realize his mistake. He set his jaw and glared at Junpei.
You're exactly right. My bracelet number is 5.
As he spoke, Junpei lifted his wrist to show everyone the bright red 5 on his wrist.
Sorry, Ace. I tricked you. Of course, I'm not really Santa. I'm Junpei. Who could possibly think I was? It's obvious I'm not. To think I was? Ridiculous. But I guess you couldn't see just how obvious it was. I asked you before, didn't I? What makes you so sure I'm not Santa? And you answered. If you were Santa, then door 3 wouldn't have opened for us just now. Most people wouldn't say something like that. The first thing that would come to anyone else's mind wouldn't be the bracelet number. There'd only be one thing they'd say. One sentence. You don't have his face. Ace, you have prosopagnosia. Am I right?
Junpei's voice was quiet and calm. He knew the truth. So did Ace.
Prosopagnosia?
The others looked confused, except for Lotus, who totally knows because
Right,
because
because we talked about it. Yep.
What's that?
This is really good.
Clue.
Prosopagnosia is...
Face blindness.
He heard Lotus begin to explain it to them. Ace glanced at them, then turned back to Junpei and sighed.
Yep.
Very well. I have prosopagnosia. I cannot differentiate human faces. Is that what this was about? You want to mock me for my disorder?
No, not at all. I'm not making fun of you at all. In fact, I feel kind of bad for you. No, the reason I brought this up is that there's an excellent chance the person who killed Snake has prosopagnosia.
Ace's face tightened. His eyes narrowed.
What do you mean?
Junpei leaned casually against the iron piping of one of the beds.
I'll just come right out with it. I think it was you, Ace. You killed him.
Junpei was suddenly very aware of 5 pairs of eyes on him. He had their undivided attention now. The room had grown very, very quiet. Junpei took a deep breath.
That's ridiculous. What possible evidence do you...
I have 3 pieces of evidence.
Oh!
Think back to a few hours ago. You made us argue over the 3 doors here in the big hospital room. There was no way all 7 people could go through them. Lotus suggested that we sacrifice one of us.
Picked himself. Yeah.
Lotus looked away awkwardly. Junpei glanced at her and continued.
Then you, Ace, said, I'll stay here. Why would you say something like that? It's pretty simple, really. You didn't want us to see the dead body in the shower room. You see, if Ace stayed behind, there were only 2 doors the rest of us could go through. Doors 7 and 8. There was no way we could get through door 3, the shower room. You knew that, didn't you, Ace? That's why you volunteered to stay behind.
Come on now, I think that's going a bit far. I can understand if you're jealous of my bravery, but please don't devalue my actions. I only wanted to save the rest of you. Surely you can understand my altruism.
Altruism, huh?
Junpei stared off into the darkness at something very interesting and lazily began to dig a persistent bit of wax out of his ear.
You already knew, didn't you? You knew that whichever doors we took, eventually we'd end up back in the big hospital room.
What on earth are you saying? Of course I didn't know that. How could I have?
Really?
Set it up.
Yes.
Pleading was not something they'd heard from Ace before. Junpei pulled the piece of wax from his ears, glanced at it, and flicked it off into the darkness.
Oh well, that's cool. I've still got 2 more pieces of evidence that say you're the killer. The second is that, as I said earlier, you have prosopagnosia.
Then you mean to imply that a person who can't distinguish human faces must be a bad person? Junpei, they call that prejudice.
No, I am not that stupid.
Then why?
Well, before I explain, I suppose there's something I should tell you. The corpse in the shower room. It's not Snake's.
What?
Ace's face went pale.
But we still don't know who the fuck that is!
We don't.
Who the fuck is that person?
But for what it's worth, it looks like Ace doesn't know either.
Shit!
So there's just a dead body
There's
in there.
just a dead man!
And we don't know who it is.
And there's someone in a coffin!
There's people around, Allison.
God damn it! Who are these people? Oh my god!
The others look confused as well. If the body wasn't Snake's...
I didn't put it together right away, but there was something Clover told me. She said that Snake's left arm was prosthetic. He'd lost his real arm in an accident, but the body we saw in the shower room, let's call him Guy X. Guy X's left arm was definitely flesh and blood. In other words, Guy X couldn't possibly have been Snake.
Oh god. No. That's impossible.
Ace had started muttering deliriously to himself, shaking his head back and forth. Junpei was long past caring.
Let's say, hypothetically, that the killer didn't have prosopagnosia. If that were the case, he would immediately realize that Guy X wasn't Snake. Even if the clothes were the same as Snake's, their faces would be completely different. It would have been obvious they were different people.
His face
and
is
yet,
just
they still
gone.
killed him.
Too. Like, what? Ugh, okay.
Why? Why would they kill a stranger who'd only just shown up? On the other hand, if the killer did have prosopagnosia, it makes sense. They thought Guy X was Snake and killed him.
Wait just a moment. Let's say you're right, and I mistook Guy X for Snake. Even if I did, I would have had no motive to kill him. Why would I want to kill Snake?
I can think of at least 2 motives. 1, Snake knew about your past. If he ever revealed what he knew, that would have been really bad for you. You really didn't want that to happen. So to make sure Snake's mouth stayed shut, you killed him. 2, Snake had a grudge against you. You knew that, or at least you could have easily assumed he did. Even without exposing your identity, he was a threat to you. You never knew when you might be attacked. You couldn't ever let your guard down. Every moment was a moment he might try something.
And Snake definitely was showing evidence that he had been there before. Like,
Yeah.
in how he was reacting to the room, how he had information, how Zero had, like...
Given him special information?
Special information?
Yeah.
Like, he was a plant. Like, he was the plant.
Yeah.
Essentially.
In which case,
Fuck.
that could be very scary.
Yeah, exactly. Which also means that the plant is still out there somewhere, like possibly. But then that makes me wonder why was Ace here? I guess Ace was here because Zero had put him here with the other
three
people
to punish
them.
Yeah.
Which means that like 3 of the other people with us are associated with
Potentially.
potentially.
But why the fuck
but-
is Junpei here?
I know, that's what I was about to ask.
Why
Like,
is June
why
here?
Why are Junpei, and like Santa?
Yeah.
here?
So that's
like
now we're starting to
Clover
get to the heart
too.
of it.
I mean, Clover maybe because she's related to Snake, but
So it's iffy.
yeah. Like, why group all of these people together with?
And who's the ninth
yeah.
man?
Right. I mean, maybe he is one of those people, because he also seemed to have, like, I mean, we saw very, very little of him, but he said stuff that seemed to imply that either he had been there before
Or he
was
had
familiar,
additional information.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that he was familiar with it. So he may very well have been. Maybe he was the R&D guy. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh yeah, and one of them was the fourth one. Security was like security. One of them.
Maybe
I can't remember.
I don't
now.
remember. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Damn it. All right, that's
Yeah.
okay. Shit.
You didn't
Should've
want
written
that
that down.
kind of danger hanging over you. So you...
Hey, hold on a minute.
For the first time since the beginning of Junpei's explanation, somebody besides Ace spoke.
What's the past that Ace wouldn't want us to know? Why did Snake have a grudge against him?
Here's a sheet of paper.
Look at this.
Yeah. He handed Santa a small piece of paper.
What's this piece of paper?
Read it.
Santa squinted at the paper and began to read.
The nonary game was played once before 9 years ago. The person with the number 2 bracelet attended the game 9 years ago. It was planned by the following 4 people. Cradle Pharmaceuticals CEO Gentaro Hongo. What is this?
Slowly, Santa looked up from the paper. His eyes met Junpei's.
It's the message from Zero. It was in the safe in the first class cabin.
Then suddenly,
Give me a break!
Oh shit.
Ace's face was red and shaking, and his voice was full of fury tinged with desperation.
That paper is a lie! Someone is trying to frame me!
Me. You said me, right?
Words.
Oh boy, Ace, you're bad at
You're
this!
so bad.
Junpei's eyes narrowed and the trap began to close.
It's so good.
Ace inhaled sharply, his eyes flicked off of Junpei to something, anything else.
Wouldn't that mean you're admitting you're Hongo, the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals? Or am I mistaken?
Shit.
It was as though a switch had been flipped. The color drained from Ace's face, and he realized, as he realized what he had done, his eyes went wide.
Very well. I admit that much. I am certainly the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceutical, Gentaro Hongo. So what if I am? I don't know anything about this nonary game that supposedly took place 9 years ago. Everything on that scrap of paper is bullshit. Someone is trying to set me up, you see? First of all,
Ace stammered as he tried desperately to work himself to a more tenable position.
Junpei, you're claiming I did this all by myself. Think that over, all right? How could I have killed Snake all by myself?
The bracelet, buddy,
With the bracelet.
buddy.
Third piece of evidence. You have the bracelet.
I will say, Junpei, this is a pretty good trap. You did a good job.
Set it up real
Not
well.
Snake. It was Guy X.
Oh.
I don't care who it was.
Yeah, right.
You said the killer put this other man into door 3, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Then I couldn't have possibly done that alone. I couldn't have opened door 3 with only myself and Guy X.
Nope. You could have.
Oh man. It's
I
so
fucking love
good.
Junpei, though.
He's
Because
so
he sat
good.
on it. He waited.
Yeah.
He waited for the right moment,
Yep.
and then he fucking snapped.
But he also just like not only did like he compiled it, he planned it all out in all of that time, and like we as the player actually didn't really see that happen. Like we saw him
Yeah, like,
take
we
in this
were-
information.
And we like, processed the information in our own way, but we
Right.
didn't get to see him how he was gonna lay it
Right,
out. Yeah, he just
right.
sat on it and waited.
Like, what a cool, like, first person, like, main character to play as, because you're not totally in his head.
Yeah.
Like, you're only in his head whenever he says it to you.
I mean, I will also say the novel mode has been hammering home the he thought, he did, he
Yes.
walked over, he could have saved her, but he hadn't.
Right.
The separation between the player and Junpei right before he does this.
Yep.
It's a really cool touch.
It's really good. Yeah.
What?
Ace's face was tight and his teeth were clenched. Junpei fixed him with a level stare. The trap was about to close.
Actually, Ace, when you were unconscious, I took something from you. Remember when you were injected with that anesthetic and fell asleep in the big hospital room? Yeah, back then, I took this.
Junpei put his hand in his pocket.
No! You couldn't have!
Did he have the bracelet the whole time?
Ace's right hand moved. Junpei smiled.
I got you, Ace. Your right hand there tells me all I needed to know. You want to tell me what you were so worried about? What's in your pocket? It's the number 9 bracelet. Isn't
Junpei's
it?
been sitting on that
No.
for all that time, or did like?
No, he just,
oh, he took
just
it
made-
from his.
No, he just made Ace search his pocket for it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh yeah, I got this, and Ace is like, no, you don't, I have it. And Junpei's like,
I see.
you're a dumb fucking idiot.
God damn, Ace is so bad at this.
Yeah, he's pretty bad at this.
Wow.
I don't think he was expecting Junpei to snap back this hard.
Yeah, to lock it in. Oh my god.
Ace, Guy X, and the 9th man's bracelet. That was all you needed to open door 3.
1 + 2 + 9 = 12. 1 + 2 = 3.
Yep.
That's how you killed Guy X all by yourself, Ace. All you needed was the number 9 bracelet in your chest pocket.
Ace lowered his hand from where it had stopped, halfway to his pocket. He looked down at the floor, his face hidden from Junpei. All he could see was the corner of Ace's mouth, twitching like a dying fish.
If you want to play innocent, that's fine by me. Go ahead, tell me. I don't have the bracelet, if that's what you want to do. But if you could take off your coat and hand it to me, I'd really appreciate it.
Oh shit.
Otherwise, we'll have to take it from you by force. Right, 7?
Yeah, it'd be my pleasure.
Seven's just immediately like here for it. Like,
I mean, in Seven's defense, he's been sort of along the ride with Junpei for a lot of these steps.
that's
like,
actually really true.
Yeah, more than anyone else, Seven could probably be like, oh, I see how this happened. Oh, I see how this happened. I get it. I see. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Because he even was there when Junpei was fiddling with his bracelet, getting the code to go unlock the safe. Like,
Yeah.
he's been there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. He's been pretty with it.
Nice maniacal laugh, buddy.
Yeah.
It makes you look
Good.
really innocent.
I was gonna say, yeah, you're doing a great job at this.
He threw his arms wide and his head back and laughed, filling the room with a sound that scarcely belonged there. Then it stopped. His arms came down, and his head dropped to look straight ahead at Junpei. His face was flat and cold, devoid of any emotion.
Well done, Junpei. As you so correctly deduced, I have the number 9 bracelet. I retrieved it while we were searching for the missing hardware for the red. I left the room I was supposed to search and headed to the first-class cabin on B deck.
His voice showed no emotion, no sense of remorse or interest. It was almost bored, as though he was reciting an especially dull corporate letter.
My purpose was to obtain the number 9 bracelet. 9 is a potent ally in the nonary game. Adding 9 to any set of numbers won't alter the digital root.
1 + 9 = 10 to 1 + 0, 1. 2 + 9, yes, on it. Yes.
Yep.
Demonstrating.
As you can see, 9 is a very useful number here. With it, one can go anywhere, with anyone. It is, I suppose you could say, a game changer. So I made for the first-class cabin to obtain it. In mere moments, I successfully acquired the number 9 bracelet. There was also an the knife the 9th man had
Yeah.
You're right.
Yep.
You called it.
used. I quickly pocketed both of them and left. I made my way back to where I was expected to be. That's when I ran into Snake. Well, this guy X, actually. I spotted him ahead of me. He was heading for the large hospital room and hadn't noticed me.
Who the fuck is that, though?
The man wearing Snake's clothes arrived at door 3. When he stopped, I walked up behind him and called out, "Snake." He turned around. He said nothing. His mouth simply hung half open. He seemed dazed somehow, almost like a man half asleep. Perhaps he had been drugged. It wasn't
Or
important.
maybe he had been drugged by the Serpal Beta and was coming too?
It's possible.
What the fuck?
I tend to gloss over little things like that. I was certain that man was Snake. I knew Snake had taken part in the nonary game 9 years ago. Being blind, it made sense that he didn't recognize me immediately upon our first meeting. But why then hadn't Snake said anything to me later? Surely he hadn't forgotten what had happened to him in the nonary game. But not once did he attempt to confront me. Did his lack of sight prevent him from fully recognizing who I was? Or perhaps Snake had conspired with Zero to deceive me? Regardless, he was a threat, and it was better to deal with him sooner rather than later. I had to get rid of him before he took action. With quick thinking, my plan went into motion immediately. I held the number 9 bracelet over the red. I waved my own bracelet in front of the red, and then grabbed Snake's arm and shoved his hand against the scanner panel. The door opened. I threw the man through it. 9 seconds later, the door shut.
The stranger
And then-
fucking died.
And then the bomb went off.
81
Yeah.
seconds passed.
But that means
Fuck.
whoever wrote LLR on the wall wasn't Snake. That was the stranger.
Wait, whoever wrote LLR on the
Yeah, written in blood on the wall is
Oh!
LLR.
Right.
Yeah. But then there wouldn't have been blood. Who wrote LLR?
Right, he couldn't have written LOR because he died. Like, he couldn't use his blood to do that. That means it would have already been written on the wall. Possibly.
Possibly.
Like, was that just part of the room setup originally? Like, we don't know. Shit. What? We have too much information. Oh my god.
Do you want to learn more about it next time?
Yeah, that sounds good. This was a little bit of a long episode, but I didn't want to stop.
Well, and we're also not all the way
Holy
through
shit.
it, but at the very
No.
least, we've learned, like, Junpei's trap fucking worked.
Oh my god.
He caught Ace so hard.
Like, and like, there's nothing he can do except go through and explain exactly what he did.
Exactly. Because why not?
Yeah,
Might as
right?
well burn time here at the end.
Yep, absolutely. Shit.
I would love for somebody to cut him off and be like, shut the fuck up, we need to go get through the ninth
Right,
door
right?
now!
I know.
I don't care!
We have the
Junpei
9 bracelet.
already covered
Let's just
this.
fucking go.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wait, so, I guess, so if you have the 9th bracelet, you bring it into the, I guess you don't need the hand in order to verify the dead on the inside, you just need the bracelet.
Yeah, but you need all of the bracelets.
You need all the bracelets to be in the space. Yes. Okay. Alright. We'll come back next time and hear the rest of Ace's explanation as to what he did. Also, who's this man? Who is this man? Okay. Alright, we'll see you next time, guys.
Bye, folks.
Thank you.